Black Clover. Yeah. This chapter? Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, I know. Hold on, guys. Give me like 5 seconds. Let me compose myself to give you guys awesome reviews as usual, so hold on. Alright. Alright, I'm ready now. So, hey. Black Clover Chapter 246 is out with fan translations, and the chapter was immaculate. The reveals in this chapter were just splendid. You know, the reveals in this chapter has to be the biggest reveal in Black Clover so far, to this day, because it's not just one reveal that happened in this chapter, it's 2 reveals, but also in one reveal, it revealed many things. What am I saying? What Dante has showed us in his great plan in this chapter opens up a door of unlimited blade works of world building. If you ever watched the Fate series, you'll get that reference, but anyways. And then that end. That is the perfect way to end a chapter, on a crazy cliffhanger. And I don't even want to waste more time. I want to dive right into this review. Guys, remember, if you have not read that chapter yet, pause this video ASAP. Join my Discord, the link will be in there. I will have the Discord link in the description, and I will have it in the comment section as well. But look for the chapter in the spoiler, Black Clover spoiler chat. I will ping the comment. So, let's talk about Black Clover Chapter 246, Dante's Plan. Holy crap, man. This chapter. Alright, relax. Talk about the chapter. Alright. So, the beginning of this chapter starts off with Asta in a trance looking at the anti-magic devil. And the anti-magic devil is going crazy. He's just screaming, saying, I'll kill it. I'll kill it. I'll kill. I won't forgive. And I believe that Asta's anti-magic devil is only reacting this way because he just lost to another devil. And this is really the first time that Asta's devil has lost to another devil. Other times against like the word magic devil, he had help. But this is the first time he took an L by another being since he's been with Asta. Now, one of the dialogues that stood out to me is when he said, I won't forgive. Now, we know that Asta's devil is viewed as a low-class demon, but he said, I won't forgive. So it makes me think, what did they do to him in the demon realm, or the underworld, which they call it now in the series? If Asta's anti-magic devil is truly from the underworld, it makes sense why he goes around attacking these other devils, saying he won't forgive. Maybe they did something to him while he was there, or maybe he was cast out because, you know, I talked about it in many videos. I think Asta's devil is just like Asta. You know, being in their world, they both viewed as low class because they have no mana. And I think that Asta's anti-magic devil probably was viewed that way in the underworld, and that's probably why he left and just taking all these shots anytime he can to attack these other devils. That could be the case, and that's probably why he's using Asta. But, you know, we can say that for a whole different type of video. But I do find that part interesting because this is a different emotion we have seen from the anti-magic devil, a side we never seen before. So I do like that touch of this chapter. Asta then starts to wake up and he's thinking to himself, what just happened? But then he comes to realization that his body cannot move, and he noticed that Ghosh, he is alive because he can sense his ki. And he's happy, he's relieved that he's alive because Asta got in this berserk form is because he's seen Ghosh get badly hurt and almost lose his life. So now that Asta sees that he's alive, it's a good thing. But then he starts to wonder what happened to that Spade bastard, talking about Dante. We then see the aftermath of Dante getting cut by Yami, and Yami is given an explanation of the spell he just used against Dante. He explains that a condensed mana thickened, a skill of his new spell with the usage of mana zone, never misses. And I think from that panel shot, that's going to get meme because you guys know the never misses meme. Yami never misses. And that panel shot is 100% going to be meme. But, you know, just for the sake of it, if you made it this far in the video, guys, hashtag Yami never misses, because it's facts, alright? After Yami explained his new spell, Dante is just laughing and going crazy, but he's sweating, and you see that his grimoire starts to flip pages, and he said, you made me use this side magic. And you see that he is starting to heal up, and you see the gravity symbol that's on his body, it starts to glow. And Vanessa mentioned that this is a whole different type of power from the magic that he has been using before. Now, this kind of confirms to me that Dante has to have two different types of magic attributes because, he has his own devil, and we know that the devils have their own magic. But the user also supposedly should have their own type of magic as well. The only difference between Asta is that Asta has no magic, so him and his anti-magic demon are compatible. But with Dante or Zeno or even Vanica, once we see her, should all have their own type of magic, plus the different magic attribute of their demon, which would make them even more overpowered, and that's probably why they are so strong. But I think in this case, maybe Dante does not have a different attribute. Maybe it's the same. Maybe this is just a part of his gravity magic, because we see the symbol on his body starts to glow. And if you don't know, the symbol on his body represents the symbol of gravity. And we knew that Zagreus, the word magic devil, wanted Lick's body and have his magic compatible with his sword magic. So word magic and sword magic would have been completely OP. But the word magic devil talked about that his word magic wouldn't have worked well with light magic when he was talking about Lumiere. So we know for a fact that these devils have their own magic, but it's very possible that the devils that the Dark Triad has probably have the same magic that, their owners have. So, it's very possible, but, I just think this part is very interesting that Vanessa mentioned that he is using a different form of power from the magic that he was using before. Very interesting. He then goes on to say, jealousy, fury, hate. I cannot endure it. Magnificent Yami, because he's thanking Yami for this new malice that Dante has, because Dante has never felt like this towards a human. And then we see flashbacks of Dante's life, and we just see that he looks miserable doing his past. He just going around just looking so dry or just uninterested. He's killing people in the past and, sleeping with women, and they don't look awake. So we know what most likely happened during that time, because he just said that it was boring. Nothing could fill up his evil intentions. And that gives us more reasons why Dante killed Yuno's royal family. He then continues on to say that now it will begin. Yami, you will open up a better world. Yami then responds saying that you told me that I am a key to this underworld, but I don't have any power like that. I don't have any mysterious thing that can open up a path for that. Dante said to connect this world and the underworld, that is, the path of magic called as Tree of Yggdrasil. And to create this Tree of Yggdrasil, it needs arcane, dark magic, world tree magic. Talks about that Yami and William are the key to this whole operation. Now this symbol right here is huge because this confirms a lot of theories. Also, when Dante mentioned the Tree of Yggdrasil, that confirms the theories that I talked about months ago, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that talked about the Tree of Yggdrasil ever since we've seen William's World Tree. But this is the confusing thing, because maybe the fan translations got this part wrong. Maybe it's not representing the Tree of Yggdrasil, because the thing is, this symbol represents the Sephirothic Tree of Life. Hopefully I didn't butcher that word, because that is a tough word to say. But this symbol, if you ever seen Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, you would know that this symbol represents behind it the truth. It had this symbol on the door, and behind the truth was God. Now, or you can call this symbol the Kabbalah Tree of Life. Now, the thing is, the World Tree in Norse mythology is not the same as the Kabbalah Tree of Life. They both represent, World Tree and Tree of Life, but, two different meanings of it. It's two different systems. But this symbol of the Tree of Life sort of represents how the elves, when they all got on the table and represented the apostles, it opened up the Shadow Palace, which we know that it is a gateway to the underworld. And we know that anything, any mythology or religion, any Tree of Life represents a path or worlds of opening up certain things or different worlds. So it is confusing that when Dante mentioned opening up the path, the magic path of Tree of Yggdrasil, but showing the Kabbalah Tree of Life, which represent two different things, maybe in the Black Clover universe, maybe the Tree of Yggdrasil, which is we seen William's World Tree magic, maybe that is the path to open up the tree, the Kabbalah Tree of Life. Because Tabata likes to mix in different mythologies and religions in his story, and maybe this is just a different way of using it, because Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood used the Kabbalah Tree of Life in a different way. Neon Genesis, the anime, also used it in a different way. So all things don't have to go according to the script or according to the actual tree. They can add their own twist to it because this is anime, this is manga. Because that's probably what's happening here. And this symbol also represents the creation, God's creation of humanity in the Kabbalah. Because this is huge. This reveal is huge because it represents that there is a God in Black Clover. And we know that it talks of gods in Black Clover. The elves used to pray to the gods or worship the gods. And I know that the symbol, the symbol and the words on the tree can be confusing because the words are in Hebrew. And hopefully when the viz comes out, this picture will be clearer, because in the fan translations it's not that clear. But on a wording in the middle it says Adonai, and Adonai means God. And you also see Elohim, which also means God. But another interesting thing too, on this symbol you see cherubim, and cherubim also represents angels. So this confirms in a nutshell that there are many creatures or many beings in the story of Black Clover. Gods, angels, devils, etc. We are in for one of the biggest world buildings in shonen right now, because Yami asks what will happen when these worlds connect, and Dante goes on to say that the devils will float into this world. The world will be filled with nothing but devils with evil intentions. That is how the world should be. And Yami said, if that is the case, I have to kill you right here, right now. Guys, we are in for a huge arc, because, we're already in this arc, but if this happens, the story of Black Clover, from what we know, is no more. It's no more, because this whole world is going to be filled with nothing but devils, and this is going to be a battlefield of chaos. And I'm in for it. I hope it happens, actually. I hope that doesn't sound too evil, because I just want this story to continue on as long as One Piece, just like Tabata stated. He wanted to go as long as Naruto or One Piece. And if this happens, this opens up a door for so many things, so many possibilities. So I do love this part of the chapter, and that's why I was so excited. We then switch part of the Spade Kingdom in this panel, where we see two dark disciples talking about spies, a Clover spy within their kingdom that has just been lurking around. And we see that this spy is reading a book, and he is looking at the symbol, he or she is looking at the symbol of the Tree of Life. And one of the dark disciples come in saying, "You are in Dante's room. You are a spy from the other day." And immediately this spy disappears, going under this shadow that's under his feet and appearing right under the dark disciple, bringing him under this shadow with him and appearing right back up in a black bull robe. Guys, I think we finally seen the vice captain of the Black Bulls. Now, in the first chapter of Black Clover, we seen a silhouette of a person with long hair with boots, and they wasn't that tall, but it looks like a girl, but you're not quite sure. But the guys in this chapter are referring to this person as a man because they keep saying he. But we knew that silhouette eventually was going to reveal itself, because Yami mentioned to Asa that we have other members that are on mission, or they are just slacking off. Maybe the vice captain has been on a mission the entire time because of the way his or hers magic work. And my guess, this is shadow magic. And this shadow magic, here is another Arcane Stage Mage in the Black Bulls. The Black Bulls are literally the most broken team in the series. But that is how this chapter ended. This review went on quite a long time, me explaining the Kabbalah Tree of Life, and hopefully if you guys know more about this, feel free to let me know in the comment section, because eventually I will do a video about this and break it down. I feel like there's a lot more research to this symbol, and I want to know everything, so feel free to let me know. Another 10 out of 10 chapter, and if you guys enjoyed this review, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you are new with notification bells on. Follow me on Twitter, that is in the description. Join my Discord, that's in the description as well. So again, like, subscribe, guys, take care of yourselves, and I'm out.